Welcome back to Von Blues Boxing, man. What's going on with everybody? So, I wanted to get my post-fight thoughts for the big upset, probably upset of the year, more than likely. George Kambosos, what was it? Majority decision, split decision, or was it UD? He won the decision against Teofimo Lopez Jr. And man, nobody seen that coming. Honestly, I thought Teofimo would get him out of there within 6 rounds. I just thought that Teofimo was just a couple levels above George Kambosos Jr. But man, that just goes to show you, man, like majority of boxing fans, we picked Teofimo to beat George Kambosos. But I think the thing and the issue was in that fight is just you don't underestimate an opponent. And I just think that Teofimo Lopez, his camp, his father, and them, they underestimated George Kambosos. Throughout these 8 months, George Kambosos was doing their homework. Teofimo was, focused on Josh Taylor. He got into it with Devin Haney. He just did not seem focused on George Kambosos, and he just thought it was just going to be an easy ride. He just thought, hey, I'll just go in there, swing for the fences, and I'll catch him with something big, and he'll just go down. Didn't go that way. George Kambosos and his team, they did their homework. It wasn't just like he caught him with a lucky punch and knocked him out. No, he won the fight over 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like just a lucky punch. Everything that George Kambosos did in that ring wasn't no luck. That was just hard work, dedication, belief, and just him and his team doing their homework on Teofimo Lopez and finding those openings to beat him. And it's just this a good learning lesson for Teofimo Lopez is that you can't never overlook nobody. You can't overlook any opponent that you get in the ring with. You can't overlook. You can't have this mentality that I'm just going to walk through him. You can feel confident and believe like, yeah, I'm going to blow this guy out, but be training training like you fighting the hardest opponent in your career. And he just didn't seem focused on the task at hand. Because, like, from the first round, I was just like, what is he doing? He's just out there just swinging aimlessly. And then eventually, once that didn't work, it just seemed like they didn't have another game plan. They just didn't seem like Teofimo and his team, they just didn't have another game plan. It was just swing for the fences, try to catch him on one of those catch and shoots, because that's what Teofimo does well. He catches and shoots boxers, and he fights well off the back foot. The front foot, he's okay. There's some things, of course, Teofimo can do better. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, if he's going to use this jab, use the jab. Don't just use it as a range fighter or try to place the opponent so you can have him go a certain angle and you hit him with while he going towards that angle. You got to make sure, that's something that Teo got to work on. Now, Teo's a young fighter. He can come back from this and learn from this. Like, he can learn from this and come back from this. But that's the name of the game. Don't never underestimate nobody, man. Don't be looking so much forward, because you got this dude been able to train for 8 months and study you for 8 months. He had a lot of time to figure some things out. And George Kambosos figured those things out. And he won that damn fight. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now T.O. turned into T.O. Broner. I beat that boy 10-2. You know what I'm saying? He had his moment, but that comes out of frustration and just, being shocked that he probably thought in a million years George Kambosos couldn't beat him. But it's something that he's gonna have to face. He's gonna have to look himself in the mirror, which I think he will. Tio just gotta figure it out. He gotta understand, like, man, when you at this game, you gotta stay focused. You can't get caught up and look ahead. He was looking at Josh Taylor. He was looking, I'm done with the 135. He got into the little thing with Devin Haney, which I understand. You can't always avoid them type of situations. But at that time, Tio be like, man, just let him say what he gonna say and going about your business, because you got to focus on the opponent that you got at hand. You know what I'm saying? And now this is something now. And the cold part, there's no rematch clause. So George Kambosos does not have to fight Teofimo Lopez. He don't. There's no rematch clause. And it's up to Kambosos if you want to do it. You can't knock Kambosos and call him a duck and say, oh, well, Kambosos, he ducking him. People gonna say the same thing about Lomachenko and Teofimo. They're gonna be like, why he didn't fight him in a rematch? It was a close fight. Oh, he's ducking. Same type of narrative same type of narrative or same type of whatever fact, opinion, whatever you want to call it. So that's just how the game goes. Don't never be looking too forward. Look what's in front of you. You can look forward and have, visions of things in the future, but make sure you take care of your business, what's in front of you. And it's a good learning lesson for Teofimo Lopez. He'll learn from it. He'll come back. He'll be better. He'll learn from it. He just got it. It's just a hard. Sometimes them lessons that we learn in life and anything, it's hard. It hits us like a rock sometimes. And Tio, you'll be okay. Just gotta learn from it, man. And yeah, didn't want to get too much and dig too much on it. So yeah, man, that's just my post-fight thoughts. Didn't want to go too crazy and go rant, rant for 10, 15. Nah, keep it short and sweet, man. Y'all be good, y'all be safe. Von Blues Boxing, I'm out.